One thing that you must bear in mind if you are a young person who's trying to figure reality out is that you cannot serve God and mammon. God is reality and reality is God. You can't serve the God and mammon. You want to be a big shot? You want to go out and be a hedge fund manager? Go ahead and do it. But you can forget about your aspirations to reality theory. There are all kinds of people out there, elites, money bags of various kinds, who think, well, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out there and I'm going to make $1 billion. I'm going to make a lot of money. And then, armed with that money, I'm going to save the world. No, you're not, because you spent all your capital. It's hard to get money, okay? It really does kind of knock you out. You've got to have the right connections. You've got to have the lucky breaks. If you immerse yourself in that goose chase, okay, if that's what you live for, by the time you get your money and you're sitting there and now you're a big billionaire and you're going to do this and you're going to do that, there's nothing left. All you can do is put on a show. This has been proven time and time and time again. You point me out a billionaire who's actually got some kind of big insight or some big idea about the nature of reality, and that's nonsense. That's what I would remind myself of. Don't chase money, okay? There is a cost for it. People sell their soul for it, and that has a very literal interpretation in the CTMU. Okay, you're subscribing to a tell-on that is designed to get you money, and that tell-on now controls your thoughts. It's not going to let any distractions through by way of reality for you. You're not going to be able to keep those things in mind anymore, because it's all about getting money, furthering the interests of the corporation, right? Not running afoul of corporate culture.
What if someone says, I want to be a philanthropist like Bill Gates?
So you think Bill's they think Bill's a philanthropist, do you?
Is there such a thing as philanthropy?
Yes, of course there is. Unfortunately, most of these people, to be a philanthropist, you not only got to have a lot of money, you've got to know to whom you should give that money. Who should be the object of your charity. Who
would you say is a good philanthropist?
I don't know. I mean, there are organizations that give grants, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Templeton Foundation, other people that give grants that someone like me should be eligible for. Well, every time I have gone to fill out the application for one of these charitable organizations, the first thing you fill out an application and they want to know what institution you're affiliated with, namely what university you're affiliated with. So if you're not a professional academic, you're just out. Yeah, that's it. They ignore you. This is not philanthropy. This is a circle jerk. Okay? And it's an unbroken circle. Everybody links their arms and nobody gets in from the side. Okay? So that's what it is, and that is what these philanthropists are all about. The only people they will give to are people that come out of their own indoctrination mills. Right? That's it. Nobody else is eligible for their charity. And basically what they're doing is they're just choosing the people, that are going to tell them what they want to hear, and they're doing it in such a way that they get maximum credit for it, that they look especially good. For example, the American Cancer Society. You donate to the American Cancer Society and you look good for doing that. Bill Gates has done a lot of that kind of donating. But now we find out that Bill Gates has parlayed that into an amazing amount of control over the World Health System. So it's not as though it was just charity, is it? Okay, Bill has now got himself, has wangled a leading position in what this amounts to. So this entire vaccine thing was more or less previewed by Bill Gates. And what was that? Event 201? Was that what it was called? I mean, this guy has known what was happening all along. It's as though it was planned, previewed, rehearsed in advance. And Bill Gates is right in the middle of that. Now, I can't point the finger at Bill and say he's definitely guilty, he definitely did this, he definitely did that, but he's connected to too many people who are involved in this thing, all right? And of course, about what happened with Bill in India and Africa, right, with his vaccine trials there, right? Of course you do. Don't allow yourself to be unduly influenced by people just because they are persuasive. There are a lot of very persuasive people out there who will try to convince you that they have the correct perspective on reality, when in reality they do not. But a lot of people, say, well, this person is so intelligent and they seem so confident what they're telling me about reality, there's got to be something to it. It must be true. And meanwhile, they're talking out of the other side of their mouths, disparaging, okay? You don't want to let that happen. Maintain a certain amount of skepticism regarding whatever anyone is telling you.